Okay, so we'll start standing and then we're going to move to sitting down in just a moment for some more warm up there. But just getting started moving a little bit. So with your feet, hip width a little bit wider, your toes facing forward, and just these gentle swings from side to side. Let your knees be soft, so that you're moving your legs, your hips, your shoulders. And then bouncing a little bit. So just bouncing from the legs, maybe let your weight go from one foot to the other. So just feeling how's the body working, getting a sense here of your feet, your ankles. And then we'll do some warm up sitting down, just because we usually don't. Mix it up here a little bit. So to start with, just slowly turning the head from side to side. So actually to start with, sitting upright, let your back be long, let your neck be long, feet flat on the floor. And then again, just turning the head side to side, up and down with the head. And you're not moving your head as far as you possibly can. And then circles. One direction and then the other. And you might notice that it's different in one way and the other. That's perfectly normal. And now arm circles. I'm going to put my hands on my shoulders. Oftentimes my shoulders are sore. You can have your arms straight. And to begin with, both of the arms at the same time, backward circles. And you can see that Jess is doing it with her arms straight out. So it just depends on what works for you. Going in the other direction. And then one and then the other. So doing back circles, but alternating one arm and then the other and sort of leaning into it. So here you're going to feel the movement not only in the shoulders, but in the rib cage too. And in the other direction. And then bringing the arms out and then letting the arms cross and then come back. So cross and then come back. So we're opening up the back when we bring the arms in front, opening the chest when we bring the elbows back. Again, just to feel these muscles. Maybe pausing here just for a moment with the elbows back and pull your head back, like a turtle pulling your head inside your shell. So for people who spend a lot of time on computers or bending over a work surface, this is a great way to counteract that hunch that we can get from working like that. And so just now going to the side. So with one hand down, and again, you can be seated, you can be standing. Now and then we get some requests to do a little bit more seated options. So here we're just showing you sort of the same thing, seated or standing. And here we're staying in the same upright plane, so not bending forward or back. So here we're just moving the spine side to side. And then coming to stillness, and then raising the arms overhead. So palms facing one another, maybe a slight arch in the back. And then bending forward. So if you're standing, maybe just bending so that your back is about parallel to the ground. If you're seated, bringing your hands down close to your feet. And then coming back upright. So coming up slowly, not to get dizzy. And then once again, hands overhead, long back, and then slowly bending forward. If you're seated, especially maybe letting the arms and the head hang just for a moment, and then slowly coming back upright. And now just bringing one knee up and the other. So high knees if you're seated and you really feel a need to sort of warm up the hips, doing this slowly. You know, if you've already been moving around, feeling kind of warmed up, a little bit more quickly if you'd like. And then to the side, so bringing a knee up and to the side and back to center. So here we're just using the muscles to the hip openers, feeling these joints moving in these different ways, these different directions. And then holding one foot up, either extending with the foot on the floor, if that's easier for you, or holding it up and turning the foot in circles. And there's going to be movement all the way up the leg, but mostly in your ankle, the foot itself, go in the other direction. And then putting that foot down, using the other one. Again, turning the feet in circles. One way and then the other. Bring that foot down. And then just engaging the belly before we get started. So pulling back on the belly button, just pull your stomach back, pull the belly button back and up. And you can feel the deep muscles, the deep abdominal muscles engaged. You probably feel it all the way around to your low back. Let your shoulders be relaxed and your face, your hands. You don't need your jaw for this effort. And then letting go. Relaxing with that. And then with your hands on the front of your legs, trying to push your shoulders to your legs using your abdominal muscles and pushing your shoulders back. You feel the muscles in your shoulders engage. So you're not moving much, but you should be able to feel a lot of muscles working. Muscles in the front of the belly, in the upper arms. Again, not your face. Letting go, relaxing. Taking a breath. Now with one hand on the opposite knee, doing the same thing here at an angle. And here we're engaging the oblique muscles. You should feel the muscles on the side of the torso engaged. Different muscles in the upper arms. And again, letting all the muscles that you're not using be relaxed. All right, letting go. Breath, other side. Pushing the shoulder down, pushing it back. And relaxing. And then once again, hands toward the ceiling. Take a couple of breaths, letting the belly expand and we are ready to rock and roll, and your tummy is now tightened up to help protect your back.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get our heart rate up a little bit, break a sweat, ready our body and our mind for exercise. We're kicking forward with my feet, challenging the balance. And to get the coordination going, I'm gonna, with my upper body, I'm rotating my torso, using my arms. I'm gonna keep my head in line with where my hands go to not hurt my neck. So just slow and in control, and progressively as you get warmed up and more towards the bulk of our exercise of strength and cardio, then you can gradually progress and kick up the intensity. But for now, we're just being, like Terry said, being aware of our joints and our muscle groups that we need limitations or able to push on. Okay, let's go into our lunge complex. Now that our legs are strong, we're gonna step forward, little bend. Notice that I'm keeping my shoulders over my hips. Then I'm gonna go to the side, push through the floor with your big toe. Then I'm gonna step back, same thing. Other leg, so front, middle, side, middle, then back. Go ahead and do the next leg on your own. And I'm gonna finish up on this side and let you guys do the same, and I'll wait. Good. Those who I can see are perfect. Let's do our hinge and swim. I'll turn this angle so you see how I'm lined up. What I'm gonna be moving here most is my hips, and I'm gonna be keeping in mind to keep my back straight. So the first part of the move, you're just gonna lean forward and the weight's gonna be on your heels. I'm gonna push my arms out to the front, then as if I'm swimming underwater, go out to the side, then stand up. So nice and smooth, it's gonna look like this. Pulling back that belly button to support our spine again. Breathing. A little bend in your knees. Don't lock them out. We're not standing at attention, but you do want to stand up tall. And then move into the next forward part of our movement. One more. Good. Chairs behind us, we'll do our sit to stand. Like Terry had us on the edge, supporting our upper body with our core. So sitting nice and tall. Think about your posture, right? This you can correct throughout your day. Maybe it'll ease on some shoulder and neck pain. Shoulder blades are back. I'm going to lean forward, press through my heels. I want your hands up at home, right here at your shoulders. Press through, stand up, twist and punch. Twist and punch. Back down. So it's two parts. Sit to stand, turn, turn, then back down. So going at your own pace. As we get warmed up, like I said, you can up the intensity if that's what you're feeling. If you're saying, whoa, I'm just gonna roll through this and just to get loose, that's cool too. Just like at the beginning, you're turning your shoulders, eyes, and hands as one unit. And you're breathing. Good. I'm gonna get one more and then wait for y'all. And then stay standing. Clear the area. We'll do our butt kicks and push pulls. So arms are going to start out straight. Heels are going to the butt. We'll start there first. Then we're going to add the arms, pull back, punch out, pull back. So again, your own pace. Eyes forward, heel up and back, elbows back. Squeeze, push. Let your knees bend a little to dip. Almost like a quarter squat, right? It's quarter squat on one leg. So a little added agility there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. One more, we'll do the high knees and the shoulder press, and then we'll go to planks and bands, okay? Mary, if you need bands, let me know. So let's get our arms up like a cactus. Start with our knees, then push up to the sky. You want to try to stay in the same plane. Ten more seconds. Push that toe into the ground. Feel yourself grounded as your stance leg holds the rest of your body up. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Wrap your head around the plank, right? A nice solid plank in its beginning stage. You can do it on the wall or a surface that's midway, wherever you're comfortable at. Starting off, you want your shoulders as much over your wrists as you can. You're rolling over your toes and your hips are in line with your shoulders and ankles. Let's bring our knee towards our wrists and crunch as if you were on the floor, right? A lot of people do this on their backs. Well, here you're going to work your lower abs just by bringing them up. And here you're also going to get your shoulders and the backs of your upper arms engaged. 3, 2, 1, walk it in. We'll go to an upper body. We'll do our T-raise. Always starting in a high plank. Fingertips to the sky. Slow and control, come down. Safely switch hands. Hips and shoulders are going to move in the same direction. Your eyes are going to watch your hand go up. You're going to pull in your core right here to keep this straight. And then you're going to come down. It's all about the hips here, okay? Might be helpful to do this in a mirror, just to correct yourself since I can't see you. But if you need me to see you, I can do that too. Just let Norma know in the chat box. We'll figure something out if you feel like you need a little help. Last arm for me. I'll let you guys finish. We'll walk it in. We'll go to the lower body next. I like this one. I'm going to show you straight on so you can see better. I'm going to start with my foot to the outside, drag it across the midline, pause for a sec, and then stay on the same leg. I'll let you know when to switch. This is going to work the inner thigh muscle as we bring it in. This helps a lot with fall prevention and the steadiness and stability of our hips and the muscles that surround it. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch legs. Do the same. Hopefully these are sinking in for you to practice during the week. That'll help a lot overall. A couple minutes a day. Do a few of these, a few strength, a few cardio. Three, 2, 1, walk it in. Up to the upper body. I'll do the row and the bicep curl. So we're going to stay on, we're going to start with one arm and then switch, okay? So pull back, straighten it out, elbows close to my ribs, curl up. Safely switch, back, down, up, down, switch, okay? Going at your own pace. Some of you might be feeling good now and just rolling through it. That's great. If you need to slow it down, that's fine too. Breathe and pull in that belly button. I'm going to finish up with the next arm. And then walk it in. Donkey kicks, fire hydrants. We have time for that one, and then we'll get a little band action going. One leg's going to be bent at the knee, pull out to the side, again with the hips. We don't want them rocking. Up and back with the heel. Back to center, out to side. Center, side. Staying on the same one for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs, please. You might notice that your shoulders are starting to shake or you're losing form a little bit. If so, walk it in a step or just shake it out and just stretch or something, okay? I don't want you to hurt yourself at all, but especially not in the beginning, because you want to finish. It feels good to finish. I'm going to finish up here and walk it out. Grab the trusty old bands. Again, if you need one, put it in the chat box. Or holler at me at the end of the class, or Norma. No, don't holler at Norma. Sitting on the edge of the chair. Hands are at the ends. One foot's in the middle. Okay? I'm going to tighten up right here by bending my elbows. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Press out. Stretching the band. Using a lot of resistance. You don't have to go this high. If you're here and just doing it, that's cool too. Start wherever you need to do it safely and then build up on it. 3, 2, 1, bring it back slow. Good. That negative part, that part that I say to count the 3, 2, 1, that's the one that's going to build a lot of strength. And one that's often overlooked. Usually we rush back down to the starting spot. This is like getting 2 repetitions in 1. 3, 2, 1, bring it back in. Good. If you're on your own, you can do bands. You can do bands like 15 to 20 reps you can work up to. Bands are really safe on the joints. You don't have weights. I would strongly suggest sticking with the bands. Don't think that it's not effective as far as building up strength. It really does. I'm stepping on one part and holding the edge of the other. You're going to have to kind of fiddle with it to see how much resistance you need. But I'm going to flare my arm up to the side. I got a little bend in my elbow. That kind of saves the shoulder pain a lot. Neck's nice and long, so I'm getting my shoulder off my ear. I'm gonna tap it here just to keep it in place so I can mindfully know that that's where I want it to stay. I'm going to do one more and switch to the other side. If you start feeling that little burn, that nice little warmth that you get, it's working a strength and also helping with endurance. If you get up there in numbers, 10, 12, 15 or so, that's working a really good endurance to be able to do everyday stuff for longer. The core is tight. If it wasn't, you'd be wobbling all over the place. So be mindful of the rest of your body, even though you're not moving it. Plant yourself into the floor with the big toe and the heel. Last one for me. Good. Let's get our hinge in. You want this to feel this in the back of your your thigh muscle in the back and your glutes. If you're feeling it in your low back, check your form or how low you're going, okay? And I'll talk you through that. Pull nice and tight and keep that L in your arm, bend your elbow. One foot's going to be in front of the other, but you want to stagger one out. See, they're not directly behind, kind of out to the side, just so you don't fall on your butt. Start up nice and tall. Just kick those hips back. You don't have to go low. You're going to feel it in your butt, in the back of your legs. Pull your belly button in. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Breathe. That should all help out the lower back issues. Notice I'm not folding myself in half. Just kicking my hips back. After this switch, notice I'm repeating pretty much the same ones every week, just so the repetitions of them might help you remember them a little bit better. And then when I see that happening, I'll add some more, okay? We'll build on that library. One more good one. Let's do another upper body. We can sit for this. edge of the chair. Hold that upper body up. Give yourself enough slack from your foot to your hand to do this. I'll show you. Starting off like you're pinching a pencil in your armpit, elbows kind of at your rib, resting at your rib cage, hands at home at your shoulder, and I'm shooting straight up. My bicep is right on my cheek. You start going out here, you're going to compromise your shoulder joint. So straight up, punch the sky. Core is tight. If it wasn't, it'd be pulling you to the side, okay? Couple more. So we have a busy workout. Strength and cardio. Got all my weights here. I got the whole rainbow here. I love it. Straight up, down slow. Remember? So you can punch up for power, and then when you drag it down, like as if you were in water, that'll help out with the planks. Makes sense, right? Gonna get one more good one. And then take a little drinky drink. If there's any questions, please. We all warm? We're going to need one weight for the first exercise. And then we're going to lose the weight and do a distinctive cardio. Okay, so that's how it's going to roll. Strength, boom, put it down, cardio. All right, so just to start off, I'm going to give you the hardest power move that I know, because you guys can do it. All right, I'm going to hang the bell with the weight in my hand right at my thighs. I'm going to hinge my hips back like we practiced in the warm-up. I'm going to push through the floor with my heels and big toe and come straight up overhead. Come right up the middle like you're zipping your jacket. It's a big power move, so you want to bend your hips and your knees and get that power right from the floor up. A modification, if you're not there yet, is just come up like this and then press up like this. Make it 2 parts. Okay? 1, 2. Good. Keep going on the side you started with. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. So hips go back, bend at the knees, stand on the tippy toes for a sec, come straight down. Start again. I'm going to get one more. I'll let you guys finish. Heart rate should be up, right? Use every muscle in your body to get that over here, your head. Catch your breath, big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's go for some kicks. We're going to do front kick, back kick. I'm going to show you this angle so you can see. Front kick, back kick. Next leg. Front kick, back kick. Next leg, okay? So you can feel, if you actually touch your core, touching your lower stomach, those are kicking in to get that leg up. If you feel at your glutes, those are kicking in to keep the rest of your body up, right? So all these things are playing its part. I'm going to finish up one last leg and then wait for you. Good. Good job. I'm going to go a little bit lighter for this one. I'm going to do a forward lunge with an opposite bicep curl. So check it out. Hands are down, feet are sort of together. You want to step forward with the opposite arm, pull up and do your curl. So it'll look like this from the side. Step and pull, back together. Keep those shoulders over your hips. Eyes are forward. Pushing through that big toe to get back to the center. You don't have to go far low. You can just take a healthy step and a little knee bend. That's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and finish up. Good. I'm gonna use this for a visual prop. I'm gonna do my fast feet exercise for fall prevention. I'm gonna make it fall prevention week. Every week's fall prevention week. Okay, you can look down just to check it out that you're doing it, but then I want you to challenge yourself and maybe increase the pace. Whatever you're comfortable with, that's where I want you. And then get better and better. It breaks my heart when I hear a fall happen, and it can be prevented, a lot of it. I'm dipping down just a little with my hips and my knees, just to challenge my leg muscles. That's all. You can easily do this stepping up like you're naturally walking. But I'm gonna increase the intensity a little. 3, 2, 1, good. Notice how you felt about how you did that with that time. And when we go through it next time, see if you did a little bit better, okay? These types of things only get better with practice, so that's the point of that one. I'm gonna stay with the middle weights here. We're gonna do our hinge just from the warm up. I'll show you a side view just to remind you of the hips in the back. And I'm gonna add an upper body chest and shoulder exercise. So get a nice wide shoulder width apart. My hips are gonna go back. I'm gonna power up nice and tall. My palms are up, and I'm gonna bring the weight up to about chin height. So butt goes back, stand up tall, palms are facing me at this point, and I'm gonna come right to here. You should feel it in your chest as you squeeze your hands together. Good, good. Bring it back nice and slow. About 5 more seconds. Good. We'll do a high plank mountain climber like we did in the warm-up. Everybody get on a stable surface. Shoulders over wrists, knees to wrist, knees towards your hands. Watch your hips sink in. I don't want you to be down like this. I'd rather you up like this because it's going to hurt less, but the most efficient way to do this for strength is lined up hips to shoulder to ankles in a straight line. 5, 3, last one. Walk it in. You should be feeling it pretty much everywhere. Catch your breath. I'm going to stay right here. And this is going to be upper back and shoulder. Okay. So we're just doing upper body on this one. So I want your feet nice and wide, a wide base of support. Exaggerate it. I'm gonna hinge at my hips. My arms are gonna be kind of dangling out in front of me. Hopefully that doesn't bother your back. Lighten your weight or just use your body weight if it does, okay? Bring those elbows back, straighten them out, and then flare them up like a bird. So lawnmower, straight, bird, down. So going at your own tempo. The wider, I find that the wider that you stand, the easier it is on your back. Give that a shot if it's starting to bother you. I'm gonna get one more each way. Stand up nice and tall, safely and slowly. Good. Right into the cardio. Similar to the one that we did in the warm-up, it'll just be a modified jack. Feet are together, hands by your side, step out and raise up. Now you might be able to go a little bit deeper, right? Go a little bit faster. Push it a little bit. That's what cardio is, getting a little out of breath. That's how you see results. We won't do it long. About 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Good. You don't have to do anything longer than you have to. You just have to hit that little threshold and then work on bettering that the next time. Meet it or beat it. Okay. Let's go side lunge and a heel raise. I'm going to use the weights just to have weights on me to add to resistance, but I'm not going to be moving them. So watch first. I'm just going to have them hanging there. I'm going to lunge to the side, step to the middle, pop up on my toes, other side, toes, other side. So the important thing here is to look forward. Then your back won't bend, and then your back won't hurt. Also be in control. Be nice and slow about it, deliberate. Step out, push off, step in, raise up. If you rush it, you're gonna hurt your ankle or your back or whatever. This isn't the cardio part. Just past halfway, so we'll go about 5 more seconds. I'm gonna finish up here. Feels like cardio though sometimes, isn't it? Okay, ladder climb. That's going to be like a high knee, alternating elbow pull down. Makes sense? Let me go this way so you can see I'm in the same plane. I want to get my shoulder blades down and back. Start off with the marches. Now alternate. Bring them down and the opposite limb goes up. Dig that big toe into the floor, grounding you like a tree. Where's Carmen when you need her, huh? Eyes are forward. Punch the ceiling. Contract the lower abs. All this stuff is working. 3, 2, 1. Let's do a little yoga flow transition to separate the former and latter half of the workout, okay? Starting off in our regular high plank. Take your recovery breaths as you do it. Hips go down and back. Want to bring your heart rate down. Come back up strong. Hold for a sec, then drop the hips. Chest out, shoulders back, if that's okay with your body. Let's do it once more on our own. Getting towards normal again. Normal state of balance. Take a drink of water and then we're going to set it back up. So we're not back into resting state though. Good. Sippa, sippa. Maybe start to visualize the exercise as I say it. You know, that one with the hinge and the overhead snap. You know, you can just picture yourself doing it. And that's like practice before the game, you know. I'm going to go a little bit lighter and do a lot more. That's kind of my strategy here. You only need one weight. So you start down towards your thigh, weights on my hips, hips go back. Bending your knee, pop it up. Stay on the same side, pop it up nice and straight. Keep going right up the middle. 3, 2, 1. Safely switch sides. Set yourself up. Hips go back, go down, pop it up. Five seconds. One more. Woo. Okay, front and back kicks. Have something near you. As we go on throughout the workout, you might get a little wobbly, start losing your form a little, right? Know your limits. Kick to the front, back to the middle, to the back, okay? Then switch legs, middle, back. Eyes to the front. Keep correcting your posture. Hopefully you'll hear me in your sleep, right? Chest out, shoulders back, core tight. 5. Last one. Clear the area again for the next one. 2 weights. We'll do our forward step or lunge with our bicep curl. We'll do opposites. So let me face you to give you a good example. Shoulders are over hips. Step and pull. Back to the middle. Step and pull. 2 very separate, distinct down ups. Another one not to be rushed. Halfway. 5 seconds. 3, 2, down, up. Good. Visual prop. Remember our fast feet? How did you do last time? Okay, I'm bending a little at the knees, focusing on the mission here. Getting my groove, pulling my belly button in. I'm bent forward, so I want to support my spine. My legs are kicking in. I have good ankle mobility. 5 seconds. 3, 2, last one. Good. How'd you do? Good. Okay, we'll do our hinge with our upside down V's. Remember that one? Hips go back. Stand up nice and tall. Arms come up about chin height. Weights on my heels. Hips go back. Hips straighten up nice and tall. Palms to the front. Right? Make sure that core is really tight as you come up with your hands. If you have weights in them especially, that could tug a lot on your back. Halfway. Five seconds. 2, 1. Good. Finish up strong. Let's go for our mountain climbers. So that's the high plank, knees towards your hands. If you need to get to a wall because your arms are puckering out, that's fine. I'd rather you do that. Come on up with your knees, contracting the lower abs, locking those shoulders. Five seconds. 3. And finish up here. Walk it in. Couple more. All right, I'm gonna go lighter so I can do more. I'm gonna do the row, the lawnmower, and the bird. If that makes it sound any better for you to remember, I'm not sure. But I'm hinged at the hips, I'm letting it dangle in front of me, elbows back, keep them close to your rib cage, right? And then come out to the side like wings. So close, narrow, and then wide. Let me face you to make sure you have a good second look-see. Keep your eyes neutral. I know you have to check out the screen to see what I'm doing, but then let your gaze go towards the floor. 5, 3, let's get one more. Good. Those last couple that you strain on, those are the ones that get you over the top. You know, if you do them safely and conscientiously with form, those are the ones that are going to get you that much stronger over time. Let's go into our ladders, and then we got one more left. Okay, so ladders, start with your high knees, then pull down. So all this abdominal work, we never had to do a crunch or a sit-up on the floor. Pretty cool. Five, 3, and last one. Catch your breath. 2 weights for this one. We're going to go side, side, heel raise. Remember that one? So our arms are just going to be hanging out. I'm going to go a little heavier. I'll have to pick out my toys when I'm done, right? Yes, Mom. My eyes are forward. I'm got a nice tall posture. Step into the side. Push to the middle. Raise up. Set it up for the other side. Keep those eyes forward, okay? Back straight. Stand up tall. Lift up. Set it up for the next side. Good. Wish I could see you. Those that I do see look awesome. Eyes up. I'm going to finish up my last leg here on the right. And go into our cardio, and then let Terry cool us down. We'll do our modified jacks. Step out, arm up like a T. Feet are together. Step and dip. Good. Get those hips involved. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Don't stop moving. That's all you got from me here.
All right, don't stop moving. Those are good words. So just keep walking around in place. Pay attention to your breathing. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and slow the movements down, slow the breath down, but don't stop. Bringing one arm in front of the body and holding it here above or below the elbow, and just stretching out that shoulder, moving the hand, and continuing to walk a little bit, continuing to use those legs, moving the arm up and down a little bit, and then changing the other arm and holding it close, feeling the muscles stretch in the shoulders, moving the arm up and down, moving the hand in circles. And then just with the hands themselves, moving the hands in circles and the arms, sort of loosening up some of these muscles, bringing the arms in front and back, kind of like we started out with, in front and in back, maybe grasping hands behind the back, looking up, just pausing here, really feeling this drawing of the shoulder blades together. Letting go of that. And then if you have a chair or the wall or a table, just using that as support and pulling one leg behind you. So stretching the muscles in the thigh. You can do this sitting down, sitting on the edge of the chair like Jesse's showing, and bringing one knee toward the floor. Or if you're holding it, just moving it a little bit, and then switching legs. And just feeling that stretching of that muscle. So these muscles get tight and shorter when we work them out. And then if you are with the chair, putting both feet on the floor and taking a step back with one foot and bending the forward leg so that you're stretching the back of the leg now. So the foot that's behind has the heel on the floor, pulse a little bit here, change legs. Bending the forward leg, keeping the back heel on the floor. And again, just pulsing a little bit here so we're not bouncing into it. Just a little bit of a pulse. Coming back upright. Turning one foot in circles. And the other one. And then just coming back to how we began, sort of standing, gently swaying from side to side, letting your knees be soft. And just feeling how the body is now. Coming upright, pulling your chin back a little, pulling your shoulders back. And just feeling through the body and giving yourself credit for doing this, for showing up. All right, thank you.